The sun spilled across the quiet suburban street in Ohio. Kids dragging backpacks towards school. Joggers moving in rhythm with their earbuds. Among them was Maya Lewis, a 27-year-old teacher's assistant. She waved to her neighbor, coffee cup in hand, unaware it would be the last time anyone saw her walking down that street. On the surface, it was a completely ordinary morning, the kind of scene no one ever expects to turn into a mystery. By noon, Maya never returned from her quick walk to the corner store. Her phone stopped pinging, her social media went silent. The store's security camera showed her entering, paying for a bottle of water, and then nothing. No footage of her leaving. No evidence of where she went. Broad daylight. Dozens of cars passing outside, and yet she vanished, as if the world swallowed her whole. Local authorities treated it as a routine missing persons case at first. She'd turn up, one officer remarked. But when ours turned into a full day with no trace, the tone shifted. Search dogs combed the neighborhood. Helicopters circled. Officers knocked on every door. Yet Maya's trail ended at that store entrance. It's like she evaporated, her sister whispered. Several witnesses claimed they saw her near the store. One elderly man swore she walked toward the bus stop. A teenager insisted she was talking on her phone near the parking lot, but phone records showed no calls. Each account contradicted the other. It felt less like memory and more like fragments of a puzzle pieces that didn't belong to the same picture. Inside the Lewis household, fear thickened the air. Maya's mother clutched her daughter's favorite jacket, refusing to believe she was gone. The family pleaded on live TV, their voices trembling. If someone has her, please let her go. The broadcast stirred the entire town. Suddenly, Maya's disappearance wasn't just a mystery, it was a community's heart. Detectives built a timeline. Between 11:52 a.m. and 12:07 p.m., Maya vanished. 15 minutes. That was all it took for a life to disappear. Investigators nicknamed it the vanishing hour. But the oddest part, security cameras from every shop along the block either malfunctioned at the same time or captured nothing useful. Some said it was coincidence. Others whispered something more chilling. By day 3, posters with Maya's smile lined lampposts, grocery stores, and church doors. People locked their homes earlier. Streets grew quieter. Neighbors who once chatted casually now eyed strangers with suspicion. Fear travels fast, and in that small Ohio town, it spread like wildfire. Broad daylight was no longer safe. If Maya could vanish, anyone could. On the 4th night, the police hotline buzzed. A shaky voice claimed they saw a woman matching Maya's description being pushed into a black SUV near an abandoned rail yard. Officers rushed, lights flashing, but found nothing. Just rusted tracks, weeds breaking through the concrete, and silence heavy as stone. The caller was never identified. Was it a genuine lead or a cruel distraction? Detectives widened their search. They discovered that, weeks earlier, 2 other women had vanished in nearby towns. Both during daylight, both within walking distance of a store or public place, none were found. The cases were buried in police files, but now they resurfaced, painting a disturbing pattern. Was Maya the 3rd victim of something larger? A final review of the store's footage revealed something chilling. Just before Maya entered, a man in a gray hoodie lingered outside, staring at her. He never bought anything. He never entered the store. And after Maya walked in, the camera caught him turning away, blending into the crowd. Detectives froze. The frame. Who was he? Witnesses later insisted they had never seen him in town before. That image of the man in the hoodie would haunt investigators for months, the first shadow in a mystery that was only beginning. By the end of the week, national media trucks lined the streets. Reporters camped outside the Lewis home, microphones ready to catch a sob, a plea, or a new clue. Headlines read, "Ohio woman vanishes in broad daylight, no leads, no answers." The story spread beyond the town. Strangers across the country now ask the same chilling question. How does someone disappear when the sun is shining? Detective Ethan Cole took over the case. A grizzled investigator known for chasing cold cases, he didn't believe in coincidences. Reviewing the evidence, he muttered, "People don't just disappear. Someone made her disappear." His team began retracing every step, rewatching hours of footage, and pulling cell tower data. Still, nothing explained how Maya walked into a store, never walked out. Technicians slowed the surveillance footage to the millisecond. That's when they noticed something odd. 2 frames of the video glitched. In one, Maya stood at the counter. In the next, the background flickered. Shelves blurred, lights distorted. Lasted less than half a second, but it was enough to spark debate. Was it technical error or something more sinister? Conspiracy forums lit up overnight. Detectives Recovered a draft text on Maya's phone, never sent. It read, "Something feels off. Think I'm being followed." The timestamp was 11:40 a.m., just minutes before she entered the store. She never sent it, but it was the last digital footprint she left behind. For her family, it was unbearable. For investigators, it was proof. Maya had sensed danger. Authorities returned to the abandoned rail yard after the mysterious tip. This time, cadaver dogs led them to a spot near a collapsed warehouse wall. The soil had been disturbed recently, as if something heavy had been dragged. They dug for hours only to find nothing but broken bricks and rusted pipes. Still, the area radiated unease. Locals whispered the rail yard had always been cursed. A week later, police found a woman in a diner 2 towns over who swore she saw Maya. The woman described her as confused, maybe drugged, with a man holding her arm. But when detectives showed her photos of Maya, she hesitated. I'm not sure now," she admitted. Memory can play tricks, especially when fear colors the details. Yet that testimony lingered because, if true, Maya was alive. FBI agents quietly joined the investigation. It confirmed Detective Cole's suspicion. Across 3 states, 6 women had gone missing in daylight hours over the past 2 years. Different towns, different circumstances, but each case involved a public place. A short time frame and broken or missing surveillance. Was it coincidence, or was someone orchestrating disappearances with terrifying precision? Then came the letter folded in a plain white envelope. It was slipped under the Lewis family's door one rainy night. No return address, no fingerprints. The message inside read, "She's not yours anymore. She's with us now. Stop looking." The handwriting was jagged, almost rushed. For the family, it was torment. For Detective Cole, it was confirmation. Someone was playing a dangerous game and enjoying it. Detectives pulled traffic camera footage from surrounding streets. Hours of review finally revealed him. The same man in the gray hoodie, spotted 2 miles from the store. He walked casually, never looking at the cameras, disappearing into alleys before reappearing blocks away. He moved like someone who knew the blind spots. "This isn't random," Cole muttered. "This man planned everything." Following a lead, police raided a vacant apartment near the edge of town. Inside, they found a mattress on the floor, water bottles, and a single strand of long brown hair taped to the wall. DNA testing confirmed it. The hair belonged to Maya Lewis, but there was no body, no sign of her presence now. Just the hollow echo of a room that felt less like shelter and more like a holding cell. The once bustling town center now carried an eerie weight. Parents no longer let their kids walk alone. Churches held candlelight vigils praying for Maya and the others. But as weeks dragged on, sympathy began to wither. Cole barely slept. His desk overflowed with files, maps, and grainy photographs of the man in the hoodie. He traced routes, cross-referenced disappearances, and pinned strings across his office wall like a web of red veins. "He's hiding in plain sight," Cole told his partner. But with no name, no face, and no digital trail, the hooded figure might as well have been a ghost. An anonymous post appeared on a hidden online forum. "Daylight vanishings are a test. They want to see who notices. She isn't the first. She won't be the last." The IP address was masked, impossible to track. Someone out there wanted the world to know this was bigger than one missing woman. Maya's sister Rachel took matters into her own hands. She started a Facebook group, uploading every detail she knew, begging strangers to help. Within days, thousands joined, sharing theories, tips, and conspiracies. Some claimed to see Maya's face in distant cities. Others believed she was part of human trafficking rings. Rachel read every comment, every message, clinging to hope even when the theories tore her apart. For her silence was worse than false. Leeds Cole noticed a chilling detail. Each disappearance happened within a 15-minute window, usually around midday. Surveillance would glitch. Witnesses grew confused, and the victim was gone. It was too precise to be random. "Someone's rehearsing this," Cole whispered. like a magician practicing the same trick until it's perfect. If true, Maya's case wasn't an isolated crime. It was a performance with an audience no one could see. Just when hope sparked, it burned out. The diner woman who claimed to have seen Maya disappeared herself. She failed to show up for work, her car found. Then a recording arrived at the police station, an old cassette tape, unmarked. Detectives played it, the static crackling before a distorted male voice spoke. You look for her in the wrong places. You look for all of them in the light. But it's in the shadows where they live now. The voice ended with a low laugh, then silence. The tape offered no clues about location, but Cole's gut tightened. This wasn't just taunting, it was control. A mechanic reported a black SUV abandoned near a scrapyard 30 miles away. Inside, detectives found rope fibers, duct tape, and traces of sedatives. No fingerprints, no registration, but wedged between. The seat cushions was a torn scrap of fabric tested and matched to Maya's jacket. She had been there, live, restrained, transported. For the first time, they had proof she hadn't simply vanished, she'd been taken. Cole stared at the evidence, rage boiling beneath his calm exterior. He's escalating, he muttered. Each time, bolder, cleaner, faster. If we don't stop him now, there'll be another Maya, and another after that. The task force doubled in size. Flyers spread across 3 states. But the hooded man seemed to stay one step ahead, watching them chase his shadows. And somewhere maybe still, alive, Maya waited, the clock ticking louder with every passing day. Just when hope seemed thin, a woman came forward in another state. She claimed she had escaped from the man in the hoodie. She described being grabbed in daylight, blindfolded, and held in a dark room with no sense of time. After 3 days, she was suddenly released on a deserted road. She never saw his face, but she remembered his voice, and it matched the tape. Detective Cole charted all disappearances, overlaying the survivor's testimony. A chilling pattern emerged. Each abduction formed points on a map that, when connected, created a rough circle. Maya's town sat at the center. He's not just taking them, Cole said. He's drawing something. He's making a statement. What that statement meant, no one could agree on. But Cole was certain. The circle wasn't finished. Rachel went live online, speaking directly to the man who held her sister. You think you've erased her? But she exists. She's loved. She matters, and we won't stop. Her words went viral, millions watching. For the first time, the case wasn't just a small-town tragedy, it was a national obsession. But for Rachel, it wasn't about cameras. It was about Maya. She wanted the hooded man to hear her voice, to know he hadn't won. Days later, a blurry video surfaced online. A woman bound and gagged in the back of a van. Commenters swore it was Maya. The clip spread like wildfire before investigators debunked it as an old staged video recycled by trolls. But the damage was done. Hope had surged, then crashed. Families of other missing women cried out, their wounds reopened. It was a cruel reminder that in the digital age, truth and lies travel at the same speed. A farmer called police after noticing strange activity near his abandoned barn. Inside, detectives found more evidence. A chair bolted to the floor, restraints, and a faint smell of chloroform. Scratched into the wood beside the chair was a single word: wait. DNA tests later confirmed Maya's presence. She had been alive inside that barn. The word etched into the wall sent chills through every investigator. Was it her message? His. By now, the town had changed forever. Businesses suffered, schools closed early, and residents whispered that evil had routed itself in their streets. Every stranger became suspect. Fear wasn't confined to one family anymore. It belonged to everyone. The case had moved beyond crime into legend. People swore they saw shadows watching them, swore they heard voices at night. Whether imagination or reality, the terror was real. Another tape arrived, this time sent directly to a news station. Same distorted voice said, "You search the daylight." But she walked willingly into the dark. Some vanish because they're taken. Some vanish because they choose to. The cryptic words twisted the case. Did Maya know her captor? Did she trust him? Or was this psychological warfare designed to turn doubt against her? For Rachel, it was unbearable. She didn't choose this, she cried. He's rewriting her story. Acting on a fresh lead, Cole's task force stormed an abandoned mill on the outskirts of town. Flashlights cut through dust, officers shouting, boots thundering across creaking floors. They found evidence: women's clothing, old drivers, licenses, journals filled with disturbing sketches of faces with eyes scratched out. But no Maya, no hooded man, just a hollow lair, stripped of life. Cole slammed his fist against the wall. They were always too late. Months passed. No body, no arrest, no closure. The case grew colder, files stacked beside other unsolved vanishings, but it never faded. Documentaries aired, podcasts speculated, books were written. The phrase vanishing without a trace in broad daylight became shorthand for fear itself. For Rachel, though, the story was never history. Every sunset was another reminder that somewhere Maya's story remained unfinished. Years later, in a crowded Chicago train station, a commuter swore she saw her, Maya, older, thinner, eyes darting as if haunted. Before anyone could react, the woman slipped into the crowd and vanished. Surveillance showed only a blur, a figure with striking resemblance, followed by a man in a gray hoodie. The tape ended there. The story never found its ending. Some believe Maya is still out there, trapped in the circle the hooded man drew. Others believe she's long gone, her fate sealed. But one truth remains undeniable. In broad daylight among us all, people can vanish, and the world may never know why. Was it random, or a perfectly planned vanishing in daylight? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with mystery lovers. And in the comments, tell us, do you think this was random or a carefully planned crime?